Hello everyone. Here we are going to see about the violence faced by women. Being female is a sin. Why I said this? Because as we can see, women are facing difficulties throughout their lifespan. The battle begins before birth. Sabu George, a Delhi based researcher, has spent the past quarter century exposing what he calls quote unquote the worst kind of violence in Indian history. The elimination of millions of unborn girls, he regards it as nothing less than genocide and describes the first few months in the womb as quote unquote the riskiest part of a woman's life cycle in India. In China, when family size was limited by one child policies between 1979 and 2015, most parents wanted a son. The resulting gender imbalance is profound. Men now outnumber women by 34 million in a population of 1.4 billion. So the violence against girls starts before birth. If at all they survive, they don't know what more worse is about to happen. On to the next, we can see about forced and child marriages. Girls are vulnerable to being forced into marriage at young ages, suffering from a double vulnerability, both for being a child and for being a female. Child brides often do not understand the meaning and responsibilities of marriage. Causes of such marriages include the view that girls are burden to their parents and the fear of girls losing their chastity before marriage. So, violence against women and girls is a global pandemic that affects 1 in 3 in their lifetime. Firstly, we can see 35% of women worldwide have experienced either physical and or sexual intimate partner violence or non-partner sexual violence. Secondly, globally, 7% of women have been sexually assaulted by someone other than a partner. Third, on globally, as many as 38% of murders of women are committed by intimate partners. And last but not the least, 200 million women have experienced female genital mutilation or you can say cutting. This issue is not only devastating for survivors of violence and their families, but also entails significant social and economic costs. There is also something called dowry death. A dowry death. What is it? A dowry death is a murder or suicide of a married woman caused by a dispute over her dowry. In some cases, husband and in-laws will attempt to extort a greater dowry through continuous harassment and torture, which something results in the wife committing suicide or the exchange of gifts, money, or property upon marriage of a family's daughter. The majority of these suicides are done through hanging, poisoning, or self-immolation. When a dowry death is done by settling the woman on fire, it is called bride burning. Bride burning murder is often set up to appear to be a suicide or accident, sometimes by setting the woman on fire in such a way that it appears she ignited while cooking at a kerosene stove. Dowry is illegal in India, but is it still? It is still a common practice to give expensive gifts to the groom and his relatives at weddings, which are hosted by the family of the bride. The next comes honor killing. What is honor killing? An honor killing is the murder of a family member who has been considered to have brought dishonor and shame upon the family. Examples of such reasons for honor killing include the refusal to enter an arranged marriage, committing adultery, choosing a partner that the family disapproves of, and becoming a victim of rape. Village caste council or Khap panchayats in certain regions of India regularly pass death sentences for persons who do not follow their diktas or caste or gotra. The volunteer group known as Love Commandos from Delhi runs a helpline dedicated to rescuing couples who are afraid of violence for marrying outside of their caste lines. The most prominent areas where honor killings occur in India are northern regions. India is considered to be one of the world's most dangerous country for sexual violence against women. One woman is raped in every 20 minutes in India. There are ways to end violence, girls, and We can do it by raising awareness of the dangers of harmful traditions, tackle violence against girls in school, challenge and speak out about violence in the home, transform attitudes towards harmful practices at multiple levels, listen to girls' experience of violence and their solutions, help make girls' journey to school safer, connect specialists and at-risk communities, engage respected community elders in the fight against violence, mobilize our youth to fight harmful practices such as child marriage, engage boys and young men to become agents of change, protect girls who face additional risks during emergencies, embolden girls to speak out, share vital information with the community, challenge the rape culture which is there, reach out to the marginalized and rural girls, and lastly, but never the least, to stand against these regressive forces. Thank you.